Hey guys, I'm back. Part 4. I think this will be the last one of my love story. Miss A and me, part 4. And we are, where did we leave it last? January of 2019. And I had just spent the last week of January, 10 days in Thailand, on a month-long vacation that I had taken, and spent the last 10 days with her. So I'm back in Seoul now, and she came back to Seoul. Like, obviously she was not working when she was with me in Thailand. So in the next week she comes back to Seoul, and we spent the week together again, a couple days together. She was here on business in February. I didn't see her in March, April. She was back in April. May, I saw her twice in May. And then once in June. And here we go. So, saw her once in June, and July 13 was the club closing. So I had found out that the club was closing in June of 2019. That had been sold. Sorry. So this was before COVID. You have to remember, COVID started in December of 2019. So this was June of 2019. And the last time I saw her was June 14th. Is it a sad story? Yes and no. And I'm going to explain why. Okay. By the way, thank you everyone for commenting, liking, and hitting me up on this. I know, Gideon, you really love these stories, so I appreciate you watching and liking them. I thought I'd do one for myself this time, okay? Because this truly is one woman who I found to be perfect in an imperfect world. I have been single for close to 15 years. Well, prior to this, it would have been about 10 or 11 years, 12 years, whatever. Since my divorce, I've been single. I date, but I'm not really interested in long term. I like the women I date, but I'm not in love with them. Absolutely not. That's something, if you're a little older and you've ever been in a long-term relationship and you're out of one and single for quite a long time, basically you learn to love yourself and not want to ever get into the stress of being in a relationship just for the sake of being in a relationship, okay? Now, that being said, during COVID, would I have been happier with a girlfriend? Probably. It's very lonely these days because you can't go out and socialize, which is what I enjoy doing. But I'm not going to give up my sanity just for a little bit of affection, right? And that's just me. That's my personal thing. People ask me, Sam, are you happy? I'm ecstatic. I'm lonely, but I'm happy. Okay? And I basically say this: no one can tell me that their relationship, they are happy 100% of the time, or that they don't feel guilty for doing something or not doing something 100% of the time. I never feel guilty, and I never am unhappy ever being single, because I get to do what I want, when I want, how I want, why I want. I'm not beholden to anyone. Now, people are going to get into arguments and telling me, yeah, but that's the compromise of a relationship or what have you. But listen, the stress I can do without, okay? What is that? No, it's a dust ball. Not dust ball, feather. Anyway, so over the course of February, March, April, May, June, we'd seen each other a couple times. And she was telling me later on, April, May, that she was looking to sell her business. And now, so we're coming up on a year of dating. Longest, I don't want to say relationship, because here is where this story takes a turn. she was separated from her husband, and she had children. I'd never met them, and they'd never come to Seoul, but she had children. And this I learned obviously during our relationship. And I knew right from the very beginning what level our relationship was. And my friends who met her and knew me were saying, Sam, you gotta lock this girl down. You gotta propose, you gotta get her, if she wants to go, because she was planning on selling her business and moving to Spain or someplace like that. Finally, finalize the divorce from her husband and move away. And here's where, my understanding of people and life and my age, I guess, and my maturity and maybe my intelligence, there's no way I would ever have gotten into a long-term relationship with her, because I was the rebound guy. I knew it right from when I learned her history. She had gotten married straight out of high school, before university, to her high school sweetheart. I was the third man she'd ever been with. That's it. So I'm the rebound guy. She was having fun of a 20-year-old. Same thing happened with my ex-wife. She was from university, she got married to me. So she didn't have that 20-something life. And that was one of the many reasons why we divorced, or we grew apart, right? Because I'm 11 years older than my ex-wife. So I had already been through all of that. She hadn't. I was 28 I was 30 when I met her, 31. She was in her 20s, just finishing university. So, yeah, I saw it. I realized it in that relationship, and I saw it happening in this relationship. So I knew not going to go down that road. So the last time I saw her was June. Shortly after that, she sold her business, sold her company, millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars. Divorced her husband, flew the kids and the maid, or the nanny, all to Italy, where she now lives happily. We're still in touch with each other via social media or what have you. We still text each other once in a while just to say how things are going. But she's now married to an Italian man, getting her Italian citizenship, learning Italian, and she had another baby boy. So she's happy, and that's even her social media handle is happy, whatever her name is. She's living her life, extremely happy with things that are going on. And she started a new business in Italy, clothing, obviously. So is it a happy ending? Yeah, I would say it's a happy ending. I got to spend time with an amazing woman who I appreciated everything about her. All that she brought to me, all that I took, and all that I gave to her, emotionally, what have you. Is she the perfect woman? For the time she was. For the time that I spent with her, she was. Would I go after her? Absolutely not. No, I don't think that would ever work out. I don't think that would ever work out. Sorry about that. The battery died on my gimbal. So I guess I have to recharge that. Anyway, we're coming to the end of the story anyway. So I just want to say thank you everybody for watching this month-long love story. It was a happy ending, okay? Don't be mistaken with anything that I'm saying. Is that, I didn't we weren't in love with each other. We just appreciated each other's time and company, or what have you. So, yeah, I guess we'll leave it at that. Itaewon Sammy, living the COVID life. I'm out. Stay safe, everyone.